Alright, guys, welcome back to Soaring Highs and Crushing Lows. Right away, some housekeeping items here. The comedy show, which was scheduled for next Saturday night, October 21st, has now been postponed to November 11th. The comedy show is going to go on, guys. That's a fact. I, however, am not going to compete with the Philadelphia Phillies. And the Phillies play next Saturday night at 8 o'clock. I'm not trying to be up there doing a comedy show, doing my best. I've been writing it for 2 years, and then that jagweed, Bryce Harper, hits a 3-run homer. The whole bar goes nuts and throws off my comedy show. I'm not risking it, so I'm pushing it back. Now, speaking of Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies, let's dive into it. I said on this show before, and I'll say it a million times, if you're a Philadelphia fan and you're looking for someone to stroke you, and tell you you're the greatest fans in the world, you're the most knowledgeable fans in the world, you got to find a new podcast. Now, luckily for you, every jagweed has a podcast in this city where they stroke the Phillies. I mean, they stroke them. Bryce Harper, he's one of us. He's one of us. Calm down. Not going to get that on this show, and here's why. Some people say to me, I don't understand how you could hate the Phillies. And that's a valid point, and I'm going to explain it to you. These people have caused me financial ruin, okay? Financial ruin. And let's dive right into it, why I don't like this Phillies team. Season starts, I bet the Phillies 4 times in a row, okay? 4 times in a row at $100 a pop. The Phillies lost all 4 games. I stopped betting them. I give up. I'm like, these motherfuckers are fucking me. So I stopped betting it. Don't you know that the next game that I don't bet, they decide to win? So right away, I start thinking to myself, this team's out to get me. This team doesn't like me. They're not going to cooperate with me. And, this continued all year. Probably, their greatest atrocity to me was this August when I had $500 on the Phillies, minus 182. Now, if you're not a gambler, those are the odds, minus 182. Okay? So that means they're favored. They should win the game. Okay? And they're playing the Washington Nationals, who are an abysmal baseball club. And the Phillies are supposed to be this hot team. It's August. They got to get hot. They got to win. And I had a pretty good weekend gambling. So I'm up $500. I put $500 on the Philadelphia Phillies. They're not going to lose at the Nationals. Had they won that game for me, I probably wouldn't be as big as a hater as I am. However, that game, Bryce Harper, or as I call him, Bruce Harper, he comes out with a goddamn Philly Fanatic bat, okay? He's using a fungo bat, and I have $500 on him to win the game. Hey, Bruce, how about you take this a little more seriously, get the normal fucking bat, and hit the fucking home runs that you always hit when I bet against you. Okay? Then, Bryson Stock comes out. He's got a fucking pencil bat. A number 2 pencil. That's what he's using as a bat. And they lose to the Nationals, costing me a lot of money. So, it's personal. It's personal. The Phillies have fucked me over and over again. And now, for their final act, they decide, hey, let's go to the NLCS and let's play Saturday night at the same time as my comedy show. So I have no choice but to cancel the show for now. The people in this city are basically possessed. They love the Phillies. Most people listening to this are from Philadelphia, but if you're not, they've lost their damn minds. They're obsessed with this team. They have all the momentum going their way, and that's great. I'm staying out of the way. I'm not gambling on it anymore. I'm not watching. I don't care. Have your Red October, but the comedy show is postponed. Now, here's another thing about the Phillies fans. I don't buy it, okay? I think I would say 80% of these fans, okay, are bandwagon fans, my brother included. He's walking around the other night with a Venezuelan flag around his neck for Ranger Suarez. I don't think this guy could tell you what an infield fly is. But he's the biggest Phillies fan in the world. Every hot chick on Instagram, they love the Phillies. Oh my God, I love these boys. Go boys! So maybe I'm a hater. Yeah, maybe I'm a hater, but I'm not on board. I don't like the team. And a lot of people come up to me, I don't understand how you don't like this team. I don't like the fans. Okay? I don't like them. And that's just my prerogative. If you don't like that, listen, I told you. There's 30 other podcasts that will literally stroke you and tell you they're the greatest fans in the world. That's what they'll do in this city. So if you don't like what I just said, I don't care. Go listen to another podcast. You're not going to get that here. And I'll tell you one more story about the derelict, mongoloid, knuckle dragon, degenerate animals, the Eagles fans. Don't get me started on the Eagles. And here's why I don't like the Eagles. And there's a story behind everything. Now, when it comes to the NFL, last week I bet on the Eagles. So I was an Eagles fan. Okay? You see how this works? I'm a degenerate gambler. Whoever I bet on, that's who I'm a fan of. It varies. I have a Ravens t-shirt. I have a Bengals t-shirt. I have a Jacksonville t-shirt. I'm loyal to no one. And these guys are making millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. All right? I'm trying to win 200, 250 on them. It's not about them. It's about me. Is that selfish? Maybe. Does that make me a douchebag? Maybe. But that's who I am. And I'm not changing. A couple years ago, I'm down in Miami. The Eagles are playing the Dolphins. And the Eagles are minus 14. I go to the game, and we're walking through the parking lot there at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Here comes these two Dolphins fans. They're sitting there, two older guys, and they're sitting there, and they got the George Foreman grill going. They're having a couple beers. They got the George Foreman grill coming. Here comes a pack of Neanderthals. Here comes a pack of Mongoloids. Here comes a pack of wild animals. The Eagles fans, and they're coming down the parking lot alley, and they see these two guys, and there's about 15 of them, 15 of these Sasquatches in this Eagles group, and they go over, okay, and they punt the George Foreman grill. They knock over this guy. These guys are in their 60s. They're relaxing. They got the Foreman grill. They got a couple beers. Here comes a group of 20 Mongoloids, and they kick over his George Foreman grill. Then, when they kick over the grill, they hit him with this. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! At that moment, I said, I'm out. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in being a fan of these people. I'm just not, it's not who I am. Okay? And another time, I'm on a plane, okay? It's fucking June. It's June. You understand? June. Nowhere near football season. And the plane is going from Fort Lauderdale to Philadelphia, PA. And it's June. I cannot emphasize this enough. It's June. You understand? Now, the pilot comes on the air and says, we're now making our final descent into Philadelphia. Please stow away laptops and, whatever he says. At that moment, some guy gets up. He goes, E-A-G-L-E-S. Sir, do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And it's funny too, because like these Eagles fans, they might actually do the E-A-G-L-E-S chant at a Phillies game. It'll be the World Series, and these Eagles fans will still hit you with the E-A. And last year during the Super Bowl, I put $250 on the Eagles, and they lost. So here's the thing. I'm arguably a bigger Phillies fan and Eagles fan than anyone out there. I mean, I've lost my life savings on these guys. You guys put on a fucking fanatic hat, sing Dancing on My Own, and you think you deserve a statue. Try losing your life savings on them, okay? That's how confident I was in them, and they blew it. So I'm not interested in it. Another thing was last year during the Super Bowl, I was in Fort Lauderdale, and I wore an Eagles shirt. This was much to my detriment. I'm walking down the street, and I had to deal with every fucking person. Go Birds! Go Birds! It's like these Eagles fans have Tourette's. Go Birds! Go Birds! Go Birds! Go Birds! It doesn't end. It doesn't end. So, like I said, that was a little bit of a 10-minute rant. Long story short, I just lost I bet you I lost 3,500 on the Phillies this year. So now that they're in the playoffs, I don't care, okay? I want the money. It's about me. It's not about Bryce Harper. It's not about the boys. It's not about Garrett Stubbs. I'm looking out for me. Okay? And if you don't like that, like I said, go get stroked by any other podcast in the area. I'm telling you, you'll get stroked. They'll tell you they're the greatest fans in the world, most knowledgeable fans, Red October, blah, blah, blah. Go do that. Now, I digress. I probably just lost half my followers. I probably just lost a bunch of listeners there. I'm probably going to be, the show is probably going to tank because that's what happens in Philadelphia. They're that vengeful here. They're sick. They're sadistic. They're diabolical. But I wanted to transition into the topic of this podcast, which is called Getting into Fights at Charity Golf Outings. Getting into fights at charity golf outings. I, Francis Hennessy, the host of Soaring Highs and Crushing Lows, tried to start a fight at a charity golf outing. Am I embarrassed? Yes. Am I ashamed? Yes. Do I have crippling anxiety from the incident? Yes. Did I handle the situation properly? No. Should I have been a more responsible adult and handled my emotions better and not caused a scene at a charity golf outing? Yes. But that's not the case here. Now, last week I talked about Golf Guy and much of my, I got a lot of problems with Golf Guy. I got a lot of problems with Golf Guy. So last Sunday I had the opportunity to play in the Rowan-Hurst golf outing. And it was a scramble. And you're playing best ball. So it's me, friend A, friend B, and friend C versus 4 other guys. We'll call them A, B, C, D. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. And before this match starts, it's my understanding that we're playing for $50 each. Okay? We're going to play $50 a man for this golf outing. I said, these words came out of my mouth. I said, I'm not good enough at golf to gamble on it. I said it. I'll tell you right now, those words came out of my mouth. That is what I said. Let's quote it. I don't trust my golf game enough to gamble on it. So I'm not gambling. I said that. Now, about 3 holes in, they're texting back and forth what the odds are. I assumed I was just in. It was a 4-on-4. I thought I was in. And, admittedly, I took an Adderall before the match, and I'm telling you guys, I took an Adderall. I was putting the ball. I could see every which way this green was turning. I'm telling you, I could visualize the ball going in the hole. I could have putted it from 50 yards away. It didn't matter. I was sinking the putt. I had a feel for it. It was just, I can't explain it. It had to be the Adderall. So I'm just sinking putts for this. I'm carrying friend A, B, and C. Carrying them with the putting game. And they're going back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Now we win with a +2. -2, which, if you're not a golfer, it's kind of embarrassing. -2 when you're playing best ball. In fact, that's pretty bad. And so we win -2. Now they want to play another hole, and I'm chirping them up. I'm like, no, let's play another. I'll play another one. We were going to play another hole for $25. I'm feeling pretty confident. Let's play this. So we play the last hole. Now look. Remember last week on the podcast when I said there needs to be a shot clock? We need to keep it moving. This hole of golf that I stood there and played took fucking 30 minutes. Okay? All 4 people had a putt. They're lining it up. They're on their knee. They're blowing grass in the air to see which way the wind's going. I'm embarrassed. I'm like, putt the fucking ball. There's another group in the middle of the fairway waiting to hit the ball. We're standing on the green as if we're on vacation. Okay? As if we're on a beach in Cape May, New Jersey. As if no one else in the world matters but us 8 jagoffs standing there. So I'm a little annoyed, and we were playing that one for $25. So, and by the way, I was taking care of the cart girls, the fucking $20 here, $20 there, 20. I tipped out like $80. It's a charity event. I'm a charitable guy. You shouldn't get in fights at charity golf outings. You shouldn't do it. But here we go. I did just that. So I'm saying to myself, you know what? I could really use that $50 because I just tipped out 80. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm living below the poverty line. We went over this in an earlier episode this year, but I'm living well below the poverty line. So I was hoping to get the $50. So it comes and goes, and the three guys get their $50 on my team. And I'm like, hey, who's paying me? And then the other team informs me that I won't be getting paid because I said that I wasn't gambling on my golf game. Are they wrong? No, they're not wrong. I said I'm not good enough at golf to gamble on my golf game. Said it. Words came out of my mouth. Not denying that. 100% happened. However, I think, now look, this is a controversial, it's an opinion show. You can make your own opinions. I think if those four guys, if they won, okay, after 4 hours on the golf course, I think if they won, they would have expected me, Francis, to pay the $50. I'm almost certain if they would have won, they would have said $50 each, where's the money? To which I would have paid. I'm a man of integrity. I would have paid. Okay, I would have coughed up the $50. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, they're not paying me. And they made this abundantly clear. Now I have about 14 beers in me. The Adderall is ringing my brain. I'm a little annoyed. Guys, I'm a little annoyed. I'm thinking to myself, it kind of bothers me. Kind of bothers me that I didn't get the $50. I'm saying that player C on my team, hey player C, shouldn't I at least get the $25 from the last hole that we played? Because that was another, we played the last hole for $25. Hey, shouldn't I at least get $25? That's what I'm thinking. And one of the guys on the other team, he had this big shit-eating grin on his face. And he just came, you said you weren't playing for money. You said you weren't playing for money. At this point, I got $200 on the Eagles game. I don't give a fuck, pal. I'm trying to watch the game. They keep bringing it up to me. You said you weren't playing for money. You said you weren't playing for money. So I politely said, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch the game, cuz. I'm trying to watch the game. Now, I have an anger problem, guys. My blood's boiling. I'm seeing red. I got to get out of there. Okay? I got to get out of there. So I walk by him and I do a jerk-off move by me. Total jerk-off move. I flip his hat off his head. Okay? I walk by, I flip the cap off his head. I'm shaking. I'm seeing red. I'm in attack mode. Okay? It's not good. It's probably the alcohol, probably the Adderall. And then I turned around and threw a beer can at the table and I said, let's go outside, motherfucker! And everyone kind of stopped and looked at me. I walked into the other room, collected my thoughts, was calmed down by a close friend of mine. I got another drink, and nothing ever happened. Now, I guess what I'm asking the audience, did I overreact? Or are you under the understanding that I probably should have got paid $25 or $50 or $75? A lot going on there. I overreacted. I should apologize to the guy. It is what it is. You're drinking, and boys will be boys. If you get a group of guys together and you're pounding beers for 5 hours on the golf course, gambling, this, that, and the third, no women around, all dudes, testosterone's running high, there's going to be a fight every once in a while, guys. And I would actually encourage more people to start getting into fistfights and stop killing. There's an idea. But nothing ever happened, thank God, because I think I mentioned on this show a few times I actually can't fight for shit. I'm a pussy. I'm weak. I can't throw a punch with my left hand. I often have dreams where I'm punching someone and it's not affecting them. And I don't know what that means. But I got in a fight at a charity golf outing, and that's the story. And I'm just wondering, it's, what the audience thinks about it. So we're going to do a poll once this episode comes out. We'll do a little poll. Who thinks, I should have got $75, $50, $25 or $0. That's what the poll will be. So yeah, getting inflated at a charity golf outing, not a good look. But like I said, boys will be boys. And let me get a sip of my wine real quick. I'm ranting and raving here. I guess let's switch over to world news. In the world today, I guess Israel and Palestine are, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. And you got a lot of people that don't know a goddamn thing about it, and I'm one of them. So I try and stay out of it. I don't know. I just understand that killing babies, probably wrong. Killing women, wrong. Killing citizens, wrong. Doesn't matter the circumstances. One of the things that's bothering me, though, is I see all these people protest all over the U.S. And, this is a show that I'm probably never going to get a job when I say stuff like this. But I think if you're like Palestinian and you make it to the United States of America, the most free country in the world, and you still parade around saying Palestine this, go back to Palestine. I mean, we live in a country that's the most free country in the world. The craziest thing is the LGBTQ people, they're like pro-Palestine. Dude, hey, newsflash. Hello, anyone in there? If you're of that LGBTQ in Palestine, they'll throw you off a roof. Okay? They'll kill you. So you live in America. It's the freest country in the world. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The only flags I want to see flying in this country are the American flag and the state flag. There's no need. If you want, if you escaped tyranny, if you escaped poverty, if you escaped a war-ridden country, and you came here, well, by the way, the United States is kind of fucked up too, but you come here, you have all these rights, you're free. I would put that fucking flag away. I mean, I'd be like, I'm an American. I made it here. I made it to the land of the stars and the stripes. But no, you get people that come from shithole countries. Okay, I know Trump got in trouble for saying shithole countries, but a lot of these countries are shitholes. And they get here, and instead of becoming an American and being proud of being American, rah rah rah, stars and stripes, they're still bitch. They want to keep this same bullshit that was going on in their country. So hey, try assimilating. All right? Is that racist? What I just said? That's an opinion, guys. We're just crossing. I mean, on this show, you got to be careful. You got to be careful what you say in today's day and age. And maybe I'm a stupid American, maybe I'm an uneducated drunk, but it's an opinion. And I think in this country, having an opinion is a good thing. It may be right, it may be wrong. It's an opinion. Make it for yourself. That's my opinion. It's sad what's going on over there. I digress, okay? Let's switch gears here and go back to sports, I guess. I just want to bet on Tennessee. I'm going to load up on Notre Dame tonight. And there's no comedy show this weekend, and that's a shame. I was looking forward to it. It's going to be a great show. I'm thinking November 11th. Okay, so mark your calendars. I apologize for not getting as much episodes out as I probably should. I'm going to start working on that. And we should be able to pump out more episodes coming up here. I'm going to try and get one episode out a week. Appreciate you guys listening. And it's Saturday night, 7:45. I'm on my 4th glass of Sandpoint Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir from California. I got it for $12 over at Wine and Spirits. I'm going to finish this bottle. I'm going to bet Notre Dame. And I'm going to wrap up this podcast, guys. And that's it for episode 24 or 25, I'm not sure, of Soaring Highs and Crushing Lows. Check back in next time. Bye.